How's it going, guys? How you guys doing? You all right? Appreciate all your support. I hope you guys are doing good. Let me know in the box below. So yeah, I'm excited to tell you about the Weekend Confidence Program. It's getting closer now. It's on the 21st and the 22nd of this month of May. So what we're going to do on the Weekend Confidence Program, for a whole weekend, we're going to practice going out in public and speaking to women, having honest conversations, and building our confidence, and building real connections along the way as well. I think it's so important post COVID-19 with the lockdowns, that just with the amount of trauma and stress and anxiety that we all went through with the isolation. The weekend program is such a kind of good recovery and a positive way to move forward, because for that entire weekend, I think I said it in my last video, you're going to be speaking to men and women. You're going to be speaking to the group that we're in, which is obviously men, and that's great for your social skills, and you're probably going to make lifelong friends, because when you spend a weekend with a group of like-minded people and you share your story and you have that time together, you really can't fake that. It really does build a genuine bond, and that bond can lead to a lifelong friendship, or maybe people that you're going to stay in contact with. So that in itself is really transformative in regards to all your confidence with women, with life. So there's that. And obviously, I've said this for a long time and I'll say it again, social skills and life skills and learning how to manage fear is probably one of the most important skills that you need on this earth, which they don't teach in schools. It certainly didn't teach when I was at school. They teach you how to, learn all these different subjects, which have their place. I'm not disputing that. But then they don't teach you how to go out and be confident and courageous and apply that knowledge, because you could be the most knowledgeable person in the world. Like I've said, there's so many great guys at the moment, but women don't know you exist because you haven't got the courage yet and the confidence. Sorry, I got something in my eye here. Perfect timing. You haven't got the confidence and the courage at the moment to go out and speak to women and approach women and start conversations, because it's just common knowledge. If you don't communicate and you don't put your hand up and say, I exist, a lot of people are not going to know that you exist. So on the weekend program, you learn those skills, and I've said it before, those skills are not just the skills to speak to women and build confidence and attract a relationship. These are life skills. These are skills that are going to help you in a job interview. These are skills that can help you to make a YouTube video. These are skills that can help you to help other people. Let's say you wanted to go and do charity work. I'm big on mental health, as most of you know. So let's say, for example, I wanted to share my story with my challenges with mental health. If I haven't got the skills and the confidence to do that, I won't be able to help other people. So these skills are not just primarily selfish. It's not just skills for yourself. These are skills that can help you to help other human beings, like I said before. And one of the things I want to talk about, the general fears that you're going to have coming on this program. These are fears that we all have until we overcome them. The fears of rejection. I want to speak on this, a positive spin. So these are a list of, let's just start off with fear, right? And let's just put it into perspective. Well, number one, fear is normal. Men and women, we all have fears. Your mum, your dad, the most strongest person that you look up to, or everyone you're around. We wouldn't be human if we didn't have fears. We have a fear of making a bad impression on other people. We've got fears of rejection. We've got fears of being hurt. For the most part, fear keeps you alive. It does protect you. So it's understanding that there's nothing to be ashamed of. That there's not a single guy on this planet right now, I don't care how much money he's got, how famous he is, his height, whether he's got hair, he hasn't got hair, his looks. Believe me, at some point in time, he had a fear to walk up and ask a woman out. It's the same for women. Women would have a fear to walk up to a man that they don't know, as strangers to begin with, and say, I like you, would you go out with me? So you must not judge yourself for having a fear that is normal and everyone has. But this is the point I want to explain. It's about what do you do from this point? Because obviously, if you want to live a better life and you want to build your confidence, then you've got to find that courage within yourself to face those human fears. Because when you look at people that are successful, I'm not saying myself, let's use me for an example. Now you can look at me and say, well, I'm different to you. I'm successful. I've got the confidence to build a business, to talk to women, to go to the gym, to help people, and you don't have the confidence. I got something that you don't have. Or you can look at anybody in any walk of life. But what you have to understand is that I am the same as you. I'm human. I go to the toilet, I have feelings, I get hungry, but I face my fear more than you have. I've become used to it. I've learned to handle it. And that's the difference. That's the difference between myself and you right now, with having a girlfriend or having the confidence to speak to women and I've handled the rejections. So there's no shame in getting rejected. Rejection happens to everyone again, but it's how you deal with it. So on the weekend program, I'm going to teach you the tools to teach yourself so you can deal with fear and anxiety in all areas of life, but specifically with talking to women and speaking to women for the first time, which is not online dating, because online dating doesn't work for everyone. It didn't work for me. I don't do it. Every girlfriend that I've had and every great relationship, every honest conversation I've had has all come from meeting a woman in public to begin with. Whether it's a coffee shop, whether it's out on a tourist place, for me, that's just worked much better. It's way more honest. I like honesty. I like having honest connections. I don't like playing games and tricking. So if you have the same values that I do, and you want to be respectful when you speak to women, and you want to have that honest connection, then this weekend program is for you. Now, if you don't want that, then the program wouldn't be suitable for you, and I wouldn't be able to help you because we have different values. No love lost there. So these are all the skills that teach you how to be confident, and you won't gain confidence by watching videos alone. You won't gain confidence just by reading books, because the problem with watching videos and just reading books is they don't teach you how to deal with the real emotions that come with starting a conversation with someone that you don't know to begin with. And the fears that men have these are the fears. It's the fear that it's going to get awkward. So if I walk up to a woman and I say hello, what if I start getting nervous and she sees it in my facial expressions and I start stuttering, or I can't get my words out, or I can't hold eye contact, I looked away, or she feels awkward. So it's the fear that you'll get awkward and she'll judge you for it, and you're also afraid of making her feel uncomfortable and awkward. So that's one of the fears. The next fear is the rejection. Actually walking up, maybe having a conversation, the conversation going well, and then when you ask a woman out and say, would you want to come out on a date with me or go for a coffee, same thing, just said in a different way. She might say, actually, you're a nice guy, thank you for coming over, I enjoy talking to you, but I'm gonna have to say no, like I'm not interested, I'm not attracted to you in that way, or I have a boyfriend. So that's a fear that frightens men until they can overcome it or better manage it. So there's a fear of it getting awkward, whether you get awkward or you make the woman feel awkward through yourself, how you speak. Then there's the fear of her turning you down, and there's the fear about what other people think. That's another normal human fear together. So you're afraid that other people are going to be watching you in public if you speak to a woman anywhere outside of online dating. Like I said, it could be a nightclub, it could be a bar, it could be on the street, it could be on the tube. You're nervous that other people will think you're bad or you're strange, or they will judge you, or they'll be listening in. So you're going to learn how to overcome all these normal fears. So don't feel right now that there's something wrong with you, you're strange, because you're not. These are fears that everyone, some people don't admit it. I said this many years ago when I first came on YouTube, you guys know that. Some people, they don't have the courage to admit that they have the same fears that you do, and that's fine, that's their choice. I chose to be honest when I first started teaching, coming on. I think honesty is the best policy. That's how you get over it and you get past it. So you mustn't judge yourself for having the same fears as everyone. But I do want to say this. You do have to take responsibility for your life and your fears, because no one's going to do it for you. Your parents can't do it for you for the most part, right? And most of our parents are wonderful, but that's not their responsibility. They can't get inside your body. No one can, only you can do that. So I'm going to help you to do that, and I'm going to facilitate the environment to which we can do it. Now, I'm going to say this, right? A lot of the ideas and fears that you have, they never surface and come true. The last program I done we didn't get one bad reaction from women because we were positive, we were honest, we were always respectful. Now, I'm going to make a point of saying this. I teach this on the program. You do have to have respect and social skills. So if you do speak to a woman and she's not comfortable and she doesn't want to talk to her, you have to respect that and say have a great day and leave her be. That's really important. Some guys might not understand that. So of course there's a difference between trying, which is great, you have to try, you have to go over, you have to take a chance to say hi. If you don't say that, how are you going to know? But you have to be mindful that every woman is different. Some women are more confident and they are more open to meeting a guy in public. They don't mind. As I said, I've spoke to so many women and they love it. There's going to be a portion of women that don't, and you have to respect that and continue speaking to women until you meet a woman who is open. And that's just the rule of thumb for life. That's no different to, you've got charity workers on the street. There's going to be a lot of people that don't want to speak to them. They don't want to sign up. They have to accept that. That's just life. People have got a right to have their choice. But there's going to be a vast amount of people that will stop and talk to them and that will sign up for the charities that they're selling or whatever they're promoting. So it's no different in that sense to when you're speaking to, I don't really like the word strangers, but let's use it for argument's sake, right? When you're talking to strangers to begin with, you have to respect the fact that everybody's different and everyone has different days. So a woman might not be in the mood, she might be in a bad mood. That's why my approach is always about communicating that you're no threat to begin with at all. When you're going over, you're explaining that you're not harming them, you're not causing any bother, you're trying to start a conversation and get to know them. And if they don't want to speak, you give them space and you leave the conversation and you go away. Now, of course, if you speak to a woman and she likes you and she wants to speak to you, then you can continue speaking. And if she wants to go on a date with you, she can. So it's just understanding these things and practicing these things and basically dealing with emotions. It's about learning to deal with positive emotions, negative emotions that we all feel. We all take it, men and women. We have to process in the work environment positive emotions, negative. But it's about being a better person in life. And you're going to be surprised, as I said, the vast amount of women that you're going to speak to, they're going to be so friendly and positive. And that's usually what shocks a lot of my clients, and it shocked me many times, because a lot of people will just believe what they hear in the negative media, or just because several women complain about men, that's not the case for every woman, as is every person. You shouldn't generalize every single man and woman, because not everyone's the same. So you have to accept that, and all we can do is be as respectful as we can, as be honest as we can, and I always do the best I possibly can to make a woman feel comfortable in any social situation that I'm in when I'm speaking to her, because my whole philosophy is I treat people how I want to be treated. So if someone came up to me and I didn't know them, I'd want to also know that I was safe, that they wasn't a threat. So if they approach me in the right way and I know they're not a threat and they're genuine, I'll speak to them on most days. So values and ethics, respect, social skills are the things that you need to connect with women and have honest conversations. But of course, I'm going to teach you how to control that fear, and I want to share this with you guys. It really helped me, and even if you don't do my program, this will help you right now. You can take it away. When I first started boxing, I was terrified. I was petrified of the sparring, and the first time I did it, my emotions were so overwhelming, the panic, the anxiety, that I thought I was gonna, I just thought, like, I wouldn't say I thought I was gonna die. It wasn't as extreme, but it was close to that. I thought, like, I'm not gonna handle this. And it was overwhelming, and I did kind of struggle, and the trainers had to kind of, they had to assist me and kind of calm me down and get my breathing. I just had to learn to throw the jab, move a bit. But over time, I got better. It got easier the more I did it. And it's exactly the same with speaking to women in public or speaking to strangers to begin with. It's nerve-wracking. The emotions are overwhelming. They're going to feel like they're getting the better of you. But as you practice it more, you breathe more. And the way I break it down, like I've done in my videos, like just learning, we're just going to go out and learn to say hello to people to begin with. Say hello to a woman without trying to get numbers or without trying to force things. No, it's not about forcing. It's about being confident, natural and open, and having that courage and trust. And you find when you say hello and you're genuine, a lot of the times women will want to speak to you, they'll trust you, they'll feel more comfortable because there is no agenda, there is no ulterior motive, which there isn't, just to have real human connections. And obviously that's how we've been connecting for years. So it's a life-changing experience, and if you want to come on, there are a couple of places. Please email me. I just want to make sure in our email exchange that you are right for the program, so I wouldn't take you on the program if you wasn't. But yeah, if you've got social anxiety with women and people, and you're scared and you want to get past this weekend program is life-changing. It's fantastic for mental health, confidence, social skills, and the confidence transfers into every area. Listen, I'm not exaggerating, I'm telling you facts. Every single client that's worked with me has said their confidence has gone up in every area, with their family, in all areas. And as I said, there are a lot of lovely women out there, good women, that are single, that are waiting to meet a decent guy. Why shouldn't it be you? Because there's going to be another guy if you don't take this opportunity. So it's fantastic. It's such an amazing experience. And as I said, you'll have the support of me and the group. And if you're nervous, really nervous, email me, I'll get on a call, I'll have a chat with you, I'll see if I can ease the fear. And we're going to start off slowly over the weekend. Like I said, you're not just going to rush in and try and get a girlfriend and get a date. You're going to learn just the basics of how to say hello and just relax, and how to give a compliment and how to have a conversation. And then everything will go from there, all right? So I can't wait. But I hope this is going to help you. I know it will help you a lot, things I've shared today, all right? So my email address is below. Email me ASAP, because the spaces are going to fill out and there are limited spaces, and I'll get back to you as quick as I can within 24 hours, all right? Have a great day. Thank you.